Companies do not care about you. Do not ever get it twisted. There are a few unicorns out there, but they are very few and far between. If something bad was to happen to you, they'd give your family some little cutesy little note about how great of a person and employee you were, and then they're gonna go on as if you never existed. They're gonna fill your spot just like that. I can give you my perspective. I am a truck driver, and I started a new job about a month and a half ago. I didn't know anything about unmanned drop yards until I started this job. On 2 occasions, I was left stranded, hanging, not stranded, but hanging, waiting for 2 different co-workers. On the first week, my coworker fell ill, so things do happen, so that's understandable. They let someone know, and I guess whomever they told dropped the ball, and they didn't say anything. So I got to this drop yard at 4 a.m. and I waited till about 6:30 for anybody to show up. Nobody showed up. Nobody called outside of the sick coworker who let me know that they weren't going to be there, but they assumed that something was going to be said, or they was going to tell me to go with somebody else, but none of that ever happened. And like I said, between 6:30, I went home. I went on about my business. The second week, I was supposed to meet a coworker to get their truck key to do their route, and they wasn't there at the appointed time. The supervisor calls me the day before, talking about give this individual a call to remind them. I didn't have the means to call this individual, but if I did, I wasn't going to do it. It's not my job to call a grown individual to remind them of when and where they're supposed to be. I knew where I was supposed to be and what time I was supposed to be there, and I was there at the appointed time. The morning come rather, and around the same time frame, they wasn't there. I called them, they didn't answer. I called the supervisor, they didn't answer either. The supervisor didn't answer, I guess because it wasn't business hours yet. Some time had passed, and the supervisor gives me a call, and they asking like, did so-and-so show up? I'm like, no. And they start asking me these questions. Did I do this? Did I do that? I'm like, duh. Why wouldn't I have done that? So they tell me to go to the next state to check a drawer for truck keys. I get to this location and there were no truck keys. I gave them a call back and let them know. They said, hold tight. Let me figure out something. So I sat there for like an hour and a half waiting. They text like, just give us a little while. Then they say this individual I was supposed to go back to the drop yard, and they was gonna finally meet me with the key. I went home. I went on about my day. And let me tell you, these unmanned drop yards, they are very unsecure. There is no security. There is no one riding around checking. I don't even think there are any security cameras. It's very, very low visibility. Like at nighttime, it is dark, or late morning, early morning time, it is dark. And on these 2 occasions, and every time I got to be there, at this point, I am very, very on high alert. Like any little noise, I'm jumping and checking, seeing what's going on. Like all I got is a flashlight, and I carry a bat. The employer, they tell you in these little printouts and stuff what you can't have, and really you can't have anything to protect yourself, and they ain't doing anything to protect you. It's all about them, what you can do for them, and that is very, very unsettling to me. I saw this young lady's channel a couple of days ago. Her channel name is Monae Sullivan. I'll leave it down below. She's an OTR driver, which is over the road driver, and her company let her go for whatever reason, and she had a lot of things in her truck, and she wasn't able to carry these all her things, like from TV, refrigerator, shoes, different shoes, clothes, paperwork, just a whole lot of things that she accumulated to make herself comfortable on this truck while she is out. They gave her a one-way Greyhound ticket, so she could only carry what she could hold in her hand. And she asked her employers, 2 separate individuals, if it was okay for her to come back first thing in the morning to retrieve her belongings, and she was told yes. So the very next morning she arrived. She went looking for the truck where she left it. It was not there. She drove around and looked, and she never saw this truck. So she went and she asked a couple of people. She finally gets to the dispatch and she asked them, like, where's the truck? I was told that I could come back first thing in the morning and pick up my things. They said that they gave her truck away about 4 hours after she headed to the bus station. Now, this is alleged, but I believe it to be true. Allegedly, the truck driver who took possession of the vehicle after she was gone was told that they could have whatever they wanted of her items, and whatever they didn't want, they could just discard it. That show you that they don't care, especially since the relationship was severed. It's like they'll tell you anything to get you out of their face. And the second channel I want to talk about is a channel it's a gentleman. He goes by the name of Introvert Rockstar. This gentleman sheds light through his channel on truckers who look like me, who have been unalived, and their stories are not being publicized. You don't even hear about it. I wouldn't have had any idea that there were so many truck drivers being unalived, but it seemed like monthly. A lot of people was coming up being unalived with a rope or with a pew. But no, the news, nobody is covering it. It's like it's being swept under the rug. And on his channel, he's shedding light on things that are transpiring that we don't know, especially in these sundown towns where after dark we are not permitted to be in, or it's some mess. So again, I will leave Monae Sullivan's channel name, or I'll add it, and I'll also add the Introvert Rockstar's channel so that you can check those individuals out if you wanted to see the story about how they mishandled her and her belongings, or if you want to hear about things that are going on with truckers that nobody is talking about. You can check out the Introvert Rockstar's channel. If you like what I do here on my channel, give me a big thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. And until the next time we meet, later.